Okay guys, welcome to Cosmetic Service Concept. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to design. This is a new month design. This is for June. Just enter June. So I'm going to teach you how to do this simple design. But before we start the work, before we start our class for today, if you are new to my channel, if you are new here, this is your first time viewing this kind of content, please, I would like you to just hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so that you will be notified when I will drop my next video. I'm going to drop my next video. So video drops every week. So be expecting video every week. So for you to be getting this value, this content, this kind of content, just hit the subscribe button. And also motivate me just by liking this video. It's not going to take you up to 5 seconds. Just hit the like button. It's not going to take you anything. It's just to where as you do that, may God bless you. Once you like the video, it motivates me to do more. Thank you and God bless you. Okay, we'll go straight to what we have here. So I'll just change the background to white. Let me change my background first to white. All you just have to do is to follow me. This is text. Let me delete that. So I'm going to add the text. First of all is June. Capitalize it. So just change the text. The font. My font, I downloaded the font. Is a font that I downloaded. Airways. I use Airways rounded. That's what I used. This is it here. Airways. So use relative position. Position it very well at the center, then lock it. Then I will just change the color. Let me pick the color I use because it's not here. Let me pick it from the image. Just pick this way. This is the color I use. Just picking it from the image. Then just add stroke. Add the white stroke. You can just make it like 8. You can see it's not visible. So you can just add our 3D effect. The scattering, just make it oblique. 2, 3. Then just off. Disable your simulate lightning. You can see how it is. Then come here. I love rotate it downward. Just like you can see there. Always rotate your work downward. I love doing that. Okay. Then add shadow. You can see the work. So this is it. So what I used to do, I don't like this. I used to reduce my shadow. Come to this dot, control this thing, reduce the shadow. You can see how it is. Or you can work on the opacity. From the opacity to, let's say, make it 50. Then you can just use this offset. Take it this way. Then make it 8. Bring it down 8. Then reduce the shadow again. Maybe let's reduce the opacity to 40. Let me make this -6 and this 6. So I use spacing to space it. You can see at the middle I put there is here. June is here. That's also what I did there. So I space it this way. You can see the spacing is 10. You can make it 8. Yes, 8. So come back to your relative position. Position it very well. Already it's locked. So the next thing to add there, I will add another text that is here. Is here. June is here. Capitalize it. Then let me bring it down here. Change the color. Change the font. This particular font I use Lato Black. That's what I use. So I reduce it to 20. Then I still go back to my spacing to space them. You can see. Then I rotate it this way. I took it up. So let's still space it. So you can see. So we use relative position it at the middle. So this is just what I did. June is here. So just lock that. So we'll lock that. The next thing there is time waits for no one. Time waits for no one. That is at the top. Time waits for no one. Capitalize everything. And just like you reduce your font. Mostly I love using 20. Then come to your change the color, the same font, Lato black. Then I still use my spacing just like always. As you can check it there, you can see how it is. I use spacing there. So go to my spacing. Then use relative position. But this one here is, you need to reduce this because yes, I think 16. Then go to spacing. Use your relative position. So here I use 17. So don't forget, always use relative position. That's not okay. Because I need it to align between the J and the E. That's my target. Then go back to spacing. Yes. 58. Then go back to your relative position. Adjust it. Let's check something. Okay. And as well. So if you have not done this, you need to work on it. That's okay. So you have to work on it until you get what you want. I want it to align so it will look good. So that's for that particular one. Then the next thing there is Happy New Month. Happy New Month. The same thing, capitalize it. Then reduce it to 20. Change the font color. Then change the font to Lato black. Everything I did here was mainly Lato black that I use as my font. Apart from then I did this. Use your relative position. Exactly. So that's what I did. And the next thing is just the little one that says to all our customers. Thanks for patronizing us. To all our customers. Thanks for patronizing us. We love you all. We love you all. You can see how I reduced. This particular one was reduced very well. 15 or so. Then you can see sometimes you will need to try to maintain two colors in your design. So this is it. I've gotten everything that I needed to do now, all the tests. So this is mainly what I did here. This is mainly what I did here. It's very simple. You can see I've arranged everything. The only thing is just to adjust some things to make it look good. Then wait for no one. Finish here. Then the next thing, I added shape. Come to your shapes, just reduce it this way. Then your radius, take it to this level, either 50, so that it will have a curve shape. You can see, go back to edit, increase it so that, yes, so that is what I want. So I on your table, your grid line, so that's what I used to work. So the first one was done. Let me change the color so that I will see. Okay, this is the color. So you make sure it's done. Then I took it this way. I use the grid line to measure it. Make sure it's like this. Then take it up like 5 times. That was what I used to measure it. Then what I will just do is to just come here, copy it, that is to duplicate it. Then that one is up. The same thing. Take it this way, use the grid line to measure it. Then do the same thing. I think I should bring it up 5 times, just like you did the down one. Then lock it. Then the next thing, you can off your. Then the next thing, I added stroke. I added white stroke. Then after the white stroke, I added shadow. You can see. So what I did was to reduce the shadow. You can see that was what I did. To reduce the shadow, the same thing I will do here. Just add stroke. Make it 5. Then come to shadow. Enable the shadow. Then click on this first. After, you can see this thing here, the first color here is like transparent. Just click on it, the shadow, because it's the last effect I did on color. So anything you do will just come. You can see the color that I picked when I was trying to design is there. So just click on it. You don't need to go back to go and adjust this thing. Just click on the first this thing that you see, color effect that you see. So just click on it. So this is just it. Then the next thing, I added background to this. There's a way I used to do my own design, like my kind of background. I don't just place background, and I don't like using like plain background like this to design. So what I do, I will just import. Let me just import that particular background that I use, so that you see how I did that. Just trying to find the background. Okay, this is it. So this was the background I used. So what I used to do, just the ratio should be 1:1. Then you okay it. It's squared. Is the design size is square, so it's 1:1. You just do it. So just position it like this. Then send it to back. Now, if you send it to back, you see how it is. Let me hide this particular what we have. You see how it is. So leaving the background like this is not good. Leaving the background like that is not good. Let me lock it since I've sent it over. So if you leave it like this, it's not good. So what I used to do, I would then reduce the opacity. You can see how it is now. So this was what made the design to become that way. So this is how I used to always do anything, any background I want to use. I love adding this kind of texture to it. When I import the background, just reduce the opacity so that it will blend with the background that I'm using. And if the background I'm bringing to blend, I always make it to be the same color. If I'm using this kind of color, I should maybe purple. I should bring this kind of, if I have this kind of background that is kind of purple, just bring it and reduce the opacity so that I will have this kind of texture. So that's how I always do. So with this, you can see the design is done already. So the last thing is just my logo that I added to the design. So don't need to add that. I just something I added. That's my logo. The last thing, which is at the left here. So I added my logo, which you can as well add your own logo. So this is everything about the design. So thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end. But I'll still like if you have not liked this video, please just like it. Just motivate me by liking the video. And if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe. Do well to subscribe, and also turn on the notification button because I'm dropping my new video in no time. So thank you for watching, and God bless you as you do those things. Thank you.